Hey Dave, first, what led to the decision to put Chris Taylor at third today?
I think it was want to get him in the lineup. Feels good. I had Justin down today, just kind of looking at the configuration and knowing that he's played over there, he's taking ground balls over there. I know he can catch it and throw it accurately. So to get him in there, get Gavin in there as well, just made the most sense for us today.
And with Chris Taylor, I mean, coming off of the two big plays defensively 2 nights ago, playing the whole game yesterday, how has he just communicated how he's feeling? And is there any more concerns with his neck, or do you think it's kind of moved away from that for now?
I'd like to say we're out of the woods. He's still getting treatment on it. Says he feels really good. Um, Knowing we have an off day tomorrow certainly helps. So yeah, if I think he feels good, I wouldn't have him in there if I didn't think he could get through the game.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Ron Zarenko. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave. Bellinger said yesterday that, and excuse me if you already answered this, I just got on. Bellinger said yesterday that his BP and workout went well, but he wanted to see how he felt this morning. Is there a good report on him?
I haven't heard yet, Ron. I know I saw him take at bats or take batting practice yesterday. It looked good. So hopefully we can build on that today. Tomorrow will be an off day, and we'll just see where he's at in the coming days, because obviously he hasn't seen live pitching, and obviously how he feels. So there's a lot of factors that are going into when we activate him.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Quick one, Dave. With the off day tomorrow, any tinkering with starting rotation?
No, we're going to stay the course, Bill.
And does Tony get another one?
Yes.
How much has your confidence level increased with Gavin in center field over the last 2 weeks?
Immensely. I think, the one part of it is the athlete and the buy-in, the will to get better. And I can see there's just an aggressiveness, and there's no tentativeness as far as attacking the baseball. I don't know. It's interesting. Just being on the grass, it seems like it's been freeing for him. Obviously, we see him as a guy that plays the middle of the infield, but his just kind of buy-in to whatever helps the ball club, I think has been huge for us. Huge boost.
And I asked you this when he first started doing this, but what does this mean about his future? Has that picture changed a little bit because of the versatility?
Well, I think if anything, it's enhanced it. I think that he's a middle of the diamond infielder, but now to have the optionality of whatever to make your club better, to kind of plug holes or to enhance your club, I think his value has increased for me. And look no further than Chris Taylor, what he's done, and could argue he's an MVP for our ball club. So I don't know. Gavin's still in the infancy of his career, but I think that seeing this makes us value him even more.
And with Justin, have you seen progress the last couple of days, him starting to come out of things?
I think so. I think so. Getting the velocity, using the whole field. Yeah, and I think that, so now playing 5 in a row out of Denver, getting 2 days off, I think he'll be ready to go, to finish out the season and through the postseason, but certainly see some good things with the bat.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question from Dave Assay. Go ahead.
Dave, going back to what you were talking about with Lux in center field, that's your position. Did you have any conversations with him or give him any tips that could help him?
Dave, what's actually been better is Mookie is the one who's driving that. He's obviously played center field, played right field. And I think that, a coach can talk to a player, but I still believe that hearing it from a teammate, and certainly of Mookie's caliber, lands more. And so Mookie, and you can even see the outfield, their communication and positioning and talking, and balls right at you and how to open and what the ball is going to do. I think they've kind of had a lot of conversations along with Clayton McCullough. So right now, Dave, I've stayed out of it, which has probably been a good thing so far.
Yeah, I was going to ask you as well, like you've said in the past where you strategize where you position certain outfielders, whether it's left or center or right, based on who the pitcher is and where you guys believe the ball is going to be hit. Has that been a big reason why he's been successful in center, where he really hasn't gotten too many opportunities?
I think that's part of it. I think that as an infielder, you're used to playing. You need to play every pitch. You don't have that luxury. You're 110 feet away from the batter's box, where outfielders sometimes have a tendency to kind of not play every pitch. But I think that it's ingrained in him. And I think we do a great job of positioning. But you saw a couple nights ago him make that play to the gap was pretty impressive. So again, the foot speed, the athleticism, the attentiveness, all that stuff. I've just been really impressed with Gavin with what I've seen, and this is well beyond just playing the outfield.
Is that something we could see in the postseason, or is this a regular season comfort level?
I'll tell you this: everything's on the table. It's about putting the best players out there to give you the best chance to win. So I think that giving Gavin this runway out in the outfield has given us a better look and more options. So I think everything's on the table.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Last questions from Dave Bean. Go ahead.
Hi, Dave. I wanted to ask about Gratterall. I think he gave up a run at the beginning of the month, so we're going on a month that he hasn't given up a run in any of his appearances. I wanted just to get your take on, you mentioned finishing school when he went to the minors, and since he's been back, and especially this month, what have you seen of him and his progress?
Well, I think, there's a lot of credit to be handed out. I think that Mark Pryor, Danny Lehman, Connor McGinnis, the strength and conditioning guys, working on his delivery, Josh Bard, and most importantly, Bruce Dar. I think that last year he came on the scene quickly and caught guys off guard with the velocity. But I think this year, going up and down, cleaning up the delivery, understanding what major league execution really means, I think he's benefited from that. So it's been a lot of fun to watch. I still love the energy, but I still think there's more of a grounded relief pitcher in there. And, last night he came up in a big spot and showing how, dependable he can be.
Thanks, Dave.